Hey, welcome back to Mimi's Abundant Life. And it is rainy again. We are in the middle of a nor'easter and I'm making some soup. And this is the very first time that I've used my Dutch oven for something other than bread. So I am making some soup. I have onion, garlic, celery, and carrots, sauteing in a little bit of olive oil with some water. And when they get soft, I am going to throw in some seasoned rice and some homemade broth. And I'm just going to have some soup today. So yeah, this is the first time I'm using this pan. I love it. And look at those veg. Look at the veggies. Don't they look great? I was going to can up my carrots and potatoes and everything. I just don't want to. So I'm just going to be eating a lot of fresh stuff this week. I don't know if I'm going to do any canning. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to put this bag cover back on that baby and let that simmer down. No Crocktober would be complete without making chili in the crock pot. So I've got about 5 pounds or maybe more of ground beef in here. And I'm going to be breaking this up and then draining all the grease out. And I'm going to add my seasonings with a can of tomato sauce and a can of mild chili beans. This I may can. I may not. I think I'm going to. I might leave some out for dinner one night this week. And I'm going to be canning up the rest, I believe. And there's no better day than to clean out your spice rack or your spice and seasoning cupboard than on a rainy day like this. So I have this on my schedule for today, and I do have to grind up some more dehydrated garlic that I dehydrated the other day. So I'll be doing that for sure. I'm going to take you over to my pantry, my working pantry. Okay, so don't get alarmed if you see spaces. Spaces are good. It means I'm using up stuff. I will restock this. I have some foods in a different area. So as I use this up, and this goes way, way back. I mean, these are shelves here, but these veg and everything go all the way back. And so as I use this stuff up, I'll be replenishing from my long-term storage. But as you can see, the staples I like to have my shelf-stable milk, my dehydrated veggies. This is a huge box of Cheerios. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I keep one big thing of coffee up here at a time. There's some more dehydrated stuff. My rice mixes. I have lentils, split peas, some pasta. I have more in a different area. I have popcorn. And then in that container back there is where I keep my dry beans. And I have some spaghetti there. Like I said, this is my working pantry, and as I get room, I do replenish it. So I got all my condiments, my natural peanut butter, and all my canned stuff here. I got some crackers here. Oh, and my breadcrumbs. I have a lot, and there's a lot of home canned goods too. So just gonna keep eating down and replenishing. And between everything I have, I am good for like probably a year. I have a full freezer. I have home canned stuff, like tons of it. So I'm doing really well. Just lots of stuff, and I want to start using it all up. Haven't really been cooking that much. Just been a little bit for me. But the weather finally got cool too. So now it's like your soups and your chilies and things like that. So I'm really going to be utilizing the crock pots more, the Dutch oven more, and making some, like I might make some kind of casserole the end of the week. I think that'd be nice. I'm not into salads that much in the winter. I'd rather have cooked vegetables. So I am going to be cooking up some broccoli. But yeah, I got dehydrated and canned mushrooms that I home canned myself. I just have everything. I have Brussels sprouts. I just have everything. Scallion, tomatoes, peppers, zucchini. You name it, I have it. So I'm going to be using all this up. I do have some home canned beans, but I'm going to be using up some of the regular canned beans. I don't eat them that much to really home can them. And to me, they're a lot of work because you got to soak them and boil them and then can them. And I just assume buy the, if I want beans, I'll just buy them in the can. So, got a lot of canned carrots I need to use up and canned potatoes. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's tons of canned potatoes in here. So, yeah. And it, like I said, it goes way back. And I have peas and carrots. I can make, I'm going to be making like a chicken pot pie. Just, I want comfort food at this time of year. So that's what's going on in my working pantry. I have things on top. I just keep bulk, like oxygen absorbers, Brita pitches, filters, things like that. On the bottom, I have my buckets, my crock pots, my dehydrators. So this is a very big closet. It's deep. It goes very deep. So that's that closet. This is my designated baking cabinet. I did organize this a couple of months ago, and it has to get done again. I just take everything out, reorganize it, toss something if I'm not using it. You know, wipe down the cupboards and everything, like the shelves, and make it look pretty. Refill anything that needs to be refilled, and check dates on stuff. And down there I have my cookbook, so I'm going to be going through those and getting some different recipes. But yeah, I have everything in this cupboard to make anything from scratch. Here I got all my flavorings. Let's see, I have almond. I have a lot of vanilla. I have orange. And I have peppermint. I have lemon. I got my little sprinkles here. I got all kinds of pudding and jello back there. All kinds of dry fruit. So I don't keep a lot of box mixes, except I really like these. And I'm going to be making some cornbread to go with the chili this week too, so, or some little corn muffins. But I like keeping those on hand. You can do a lot with those. You don't think so, but you can. And I got my cocoa powder, stocked up on this a couple of years ago. It's got an oxygen absorber in there. It's fine. So, and I have Crisco. So I have a lot of things here to bake and make sweets and stuff with. And pancakes and, you know, whatever. Stuff for the holidays. I really don't need much for the holidays, so I don't think I'm going to be buying any more. I have 5-gallon buckets full of flour and sugar and rice, and oats. So I'm all set with all that stuff. So I don't need the dry stuff. And like I said, beans, nah. I'm going to start just transitioning over to canned beans. I just think it's easier. Here's another little cupboard that I have to clean out today and reorganize. It's just my cooking oils and vinegars and things like that. So I'm going to wipe all these down, wipe the shelves down, reorganize it, make sure it's all nice and neat. And that's it. Let's go over and check that soup. Okay, I can really smell the garlic and the onion in here. And they're nice and soft, so I am about to add some seasoning and some broth to it. And I'm going to have a nice pot of soup. Yeah, this is going to be really good. And I am going to add some seasoned rice to it. So that's going to be really interesting. It's going to have nice flavor. And that's about what Mimi is doing today. Not a whole lot, but it's a rainy day. And I like doing this stuff on a rainy day. And on the nice days, I don't have to. Okay, let me know in the comments below what's going on in your kitchen. Are you organizing things? What is it that you're doing? Oh, here's something else, too, that I have to do. I want to go through my little recipe box, organize my recipes, and just make that nice and neat and categorize everything in its alphabetical order. But I've been doing recipes and just throwing the cards back in there, not really caring what I do with them. So I'm going to have to put that in some kind of order. So that'll be something to keep me busy, and it'll be productive because it'll help me stay organized. Alrighty, folks, I'm going to leave you with this verse of the day. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're doing in your kitchen today. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be busy. And I'll do an after tour later on. Love you guys. Have a great day.